Alright guys, we're here back at RK Performance with another update on the EG6 K20 swap. It's been a couple of weeks. Ramesh had not done much work on the car because he was busy preparing for the Drag Wars, the CRC Colombo Racing Club World Drag Wars 2025, and we were busy getting my car ready as well, the Type Safari. So for a couple of weeks we couldn't do much work on the EG6. The drags went really well. We're going to show you some videos of that.
The lights go illuminate. It's a better start. It's a quicker start from the Evo on the right, Vinod on the right, but will Ishwak be able to overhaul him? Yes, Ishwak, he is, and he's fast. He's not only reeling him in, he's gapping him.
We managed to win the True Street all-wheel drive class in my GC8 Type Safari. It was fantastic. The car ran 12s all day long, launched amazingly, and we managed to win the event outright. So that was fantastic. So now the drags are over, done with that, and we're back working on the EG6 K20. Ramesh got back to work immediately, and although they are visually the upgrades, you might not see it. We'll go into detail, and we'll show you what's been done. Alright, so let's go check it out. Alright, so we've got the harness here, which has been possibly the main bit of work that Ramesh has been doing in the last couple of weeks. I know it looks very simple, right? But this is the complete engine harness. So if you get up close, you can see we've got the plugs, this thing. So this is like for the coils. He's marked it here, and the other terminals. So it says coil here, and it says another coil, and then we've got other markings here that says one, something that says CKP. It says alternator. So yeah, so Ramesh has kind of been doing that, cleaning up the harness, and now we've got the wires here. So these wires will go into a bulkhead that will fit in there, and then the balance will go on the other side of the engine bay. So I'm just going to keep this harness aside here for now, and a couple of things I want to talk about. Number one is these two pieces. Now this is something unusual. First time I've fitted it on one of my cars. This is actually battery terminals. So this is the red and the black side of the battery terminal, the positive and the negative. And why we've got this here is because we've located the battery somewhere else in the car. And in case you want to start the car, or you want to give juice to the battery, all you got to do is just remove these caps off, right? And plug the adapters in here, and you can jump start the car. So we're going to show you where the battery is a little later on. A couple of other things that have changed since the first episode, or rather the episode that showed the engine bay before, was we've got the AN fittings for the breather lines on the valve cover, and we've got the throttle body fitted. So I know we've discussed, let's get a close-up of the throttle body. So we discussed what type of throttle body we're going to use, right? So this throttle body is actually of a BMW engine, so it's quite big, and it is a drive-by-wire throttle body. So Ramesh has just loosely mounted it on for now until we fix it permanently and do the wiring. Yeah, so engine bay wise, that's about it. Everything's just been cleaned up, everything's been removed until the wiring is completed, and then it'll all get bolted back in place properly. Alright, another thing that Ramesh has been working on is a complete brake line overhaul in this car. So the original brake lines, which are hard steel, we've removed everything from the brake pump to the wheels, from the front to the back. And Ramesh has done a completely braided line system on the car. So let's just take a close-up of that. So here we have the brake pump, right? And from the brake pump we've got the hard lines, and from the hard lines we have all these flexible hoses. So these flexible hoses are going to be tucked. They're just mounted right now. They're not going to be fitted like this. Obviously when the finishing is done, it's going to be tucked nicely and neatly. And but we've got the lines going to the front, and we've got the lines going from there, and then we've got the lines going through the original brake bias valve back to the back as well, back to the rear wheels as well. So we can get a close-up and to see the brake lines that have been done. So one of the reasons for that is possibly the car being over 30 years old, the brake lines may be corroded, they may be rusted, and also the aesthetic value, because having these nice shiny braided lines not only give us reliability, but it also gives us a much nicer look as well. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how that has turned out. Alright, so we've just got the car on the hoist and we've taken the wheel off, and here you can see the brake lines being done here, and under here we've got the brake upgrade that we've done, which is the Wilwood DHPA built for the Honda EG6 by Wilwood. So this got it's a caliper and racing pad set. Racing, when I say it's racing, like about a fast road. It's not the caliper that's going to squeal when it's not cold. So I don't want that for a road car. So we've got upgraded caliper and brake pad, and we've got the brake lines here. And also we can see the adjustable upper arm that we've fitted as well. It's blue at the moment, but we'll probably change the color when the car goes off to paint. And here, since we've got the car hoisted up, let's have a look at that. This is the electronic power steering pump. Yeah, this is the electronic power steering pump. So this is the pump that comes on a Vauxhall Astra. Also it comes on a Volvo, and this has got all the lines fitted right now, plugged into the power steering, and we can control the pressure that this electric power steering pump outputs from the ECU. So when you're going fast, it'll probably stiffen up the steering. When you're going slow, it'll probably loosen it up. So all that is going to be able to be done by the Link ECU. So yeah, we've mounted it here because we felt that that was a nice place where it was not too obtrusive as well. Alright, so as you can see here, we've got the brake lines right up to the back as well, you know. Alright guys, so inside the car everything's a mess, but that's expected with the project car as we kind of get things going. One of the nice things that you see fitted here is the shiny shifter. So let's get the shifter. So yeah, Ramesh has got that mounted and the cable's done. The wire harness that you see here inside the car on the passenger side and the driver's side, that is the original dash harness of the car. So Ramesh has kept this, and he's going to wire it in as necessary and fit the parts that we need and delete the parts that we don't need. So I guess that's going to take a while because we've got air conditioning, stereo, we've got some digital dash to be wired in, we've got the cluster to be wired in. So all that's going to be mounted and be wired in eventually. The battery, as you can see, is fitted right here. So yeah, that's an unusual location. So Ramesh has mounted it beautifully. He's cut a small gap, fitted it, it's mounted securely. It's going to be covered by the panel here, and then we've got the lines running to the front, and we can jump the battery when we need to. Yeah, so that's a neat little innovation that Ramesh has done, which I'm really pleased with.
Can input එක කරගෙන විතර මේකට ගන්නවා can input එක. Can input එක positive negative. දැන් මෙතන ගත්තා මේකෙන් output එක අරගෙන මේක mount කරනවා මෙතනට. එතකොට ඔයාලට ඉස්සරහට මේ මොනාරි PDM එකක් අනම්මන ඔක්කොම මේක
හරි නිකන් ඕන can connection එකක් අපිට මෙතන දාන්න පුළුවන් නේ.
can cam එකක්.
ඇතර අපිට දැන් power tune එකත් අපි මේකට හයි කරනවා. මේකට තමයි දෙන්නේ නේ. එන ලේසි නේ. එන නිකන් power tune එක අරන් can එකෙන් මෙතන දැන් මේකට socket තියනවද වැඩි පොඩ?
තියෙනවානේ. හරි. ඒ power tune එක PDM එක
power tune can hub එක
නෑ power tune එක ඊට පස්සේ මේ keypad එක.
keypad එකයි. all right. එකක් blank තියමුනේ.
ඔව් blank තියන්න පුළුවන්. නෑ මෙතනින් output blank එකක් තියෙනවා.
blank එකක් තියෙනවානේ.
අර ඔයාලට තමයි මොනාරි mount කරගන්න ඕන නම් මෙතනට ගෙලින්ම කරන්න විතරයි තියෙන්නේ.
Okay. So basically, just to give an idea what Ramesh is saying, this is what's called the Haltech CAN hub. So any device that works on CAN, and we've got one, which is the PowerTune digital dash that we're going to be running separately, not on the main logger. So what we've got to do is we just connect this to the ECU CAN, and we can keep plugging any device that works on CAN, and automatically it'll get all the readings that the ECU is having. So it's a neat little hub, and it's a way of minimizing wiring. If you want to add something later on, like say we want to change to AIM dash, or we want to change to AIM camera or something like that. So we just got the CAN outputs on this unit here, and that's the Link ECU that we've been using. So initially we started off with the Link Storm X, but Ramesh felt that we needed a few more outputs, so Tarindu was kind enough to change the ECU from a Storm X to an Extreme X, and that's the ECU that we've got right here. So the update is that we've done the engine harness bit, and we've only got the dash harness, which might take a couple of weeks or 3-4 weeks, and yeah, after that it'll be trying to kind of bolt everything on to give the car its first startup. All right, so that's pretty much the update on the EG6 K20. You know, one of the things that I like about coming to the garage and checking out the car is also to check out what the other cars and the other projects that are going on. So while we're here, and it's a quiet day at RK Performance because it's a holiday, let's just do a walk around the garage and just see what the other cars and what the other projects Ramesh has got working on. All right, so we'll start from that side. I don't think this is a project van unless we've got a Formula 1 engine to be fitted in there like the F1 engine. All right, so here we've got a Verosa. Is it a Verosa? Yeah, I think it's probably running some kind of JZ engine. Yeah, I see it ran the drag wars as well. It's got a number there. Yeah, Starlet GT turbo, key and suspension on the ground. It's got some fancy wheels. Yeah. Suspension gearbox is removed, so it's obviously in for some new LSD or some new gear wheels. Yeah, we're going down, and here we have a, oh my god, look at the size of that inlet manifold. Stainless steel 6-cylinder inlet manifold. So that only means one thing, you know. That's a is that a Nissan engine? It's not a JZ, right? Yeah, I'm not familiar with my 6-cylinders yet, you know. And we have a red Hashiro coupe. Look at this kid. Race car, drift car, something in his former life. What's it gonna be? It's got a full roll cage inside, completely stripped out, checker plate doors, you know. And does it have engine? No engine. Maybe it needs maybe it's looking for someone to look after it. Yeah. One of my favorite cars right here. Check this out. The original. The one before the RX-7. The Savannah. It was called the Savannah. This car actually raced in Sri Lanka in 1992 and 93 when my dad was racing Subaru Legacy. There was a competitor who ran this car. It was really fast. It was the original rotary turbo engine. Check out the car. Yeah. This is a classic. Needs some love. They'll probably get it. These cars are icons now, and they're just like classic. Got an Evo 4 here, you know, nice wheels on it, and we've got another Evo 4 there, Evo 6. That's the Evo 6, and we've got Evo 4 here, and this is some big car. What is it? Yeah, and we've got a classic Jaguar, and look at this. Check this out. Hot Rod Beetle. How cool is this? Widened fenders. Drop low. Look at that. Nice. Standard bug engine though. Yeah. I'd shove a EJ20 in that. Make it a sleeper. That would be cool. And we've got something covered there. We don't know what it is, so we're not going to uncover it. And that's it from the garage walk around at Ramesh's. So yeah, hopefully we're going to get cracking on the car. We're going to have lots of updates, and hopefully next episode we'll be able to show you something more.